They're trying to use these socialist systems to have sky-high taxes on the middle class, collapse the middle class, and create a massive poverty class. In every country on earth, you're just gonna have a massive poverty class, and then they're gonna use the leftist socialist management system to say, vote for us and we'll give you more food stamps. Vote for us and we'll give you more welfare. And then you just stay poor forever, and then they get tons of money. All right, think about Section 8, think about welfare food stamps. These people are dirt poor, they're renters for life, all right? And then these big, huge, mega rich people, they own all the apartment buildings, the rents go higher and higher, they make all that money, and then these dirt poor people on the Section 8, they just stay poor forever. And that's what the rich elites want to create. They want to create a planet where they are at the top, and they own like 99% of the real estate, they own 99% of everything, basically, and then they have all the wealth, they have all the money, and then all of us, they collapse the middle class through astronomical taxation, they collapse the middle class through zone restrictions by blocking development, blocking new residential development. They use zone restrictions to collapse the middle class so you can't buy a house because the prices are too expensive, and then the middle class get poorer and poorer and poorer, and then they create a massive poverty class. And they're doing that with massive immigration. They flood mass immigration into the West, so your wages go lower and lower, so the rent goes higher and higher and higher, and then you become a slave. And then they use that socialist management system telling you vote for the socialist politicians so you get some more food stamps, so you get some more welfare, so you get some more Section 8, some more rent control. The entire system's a scam to make you poor, poor, poor. And then there's rich elites. They own all the apartment buildings, they own everything, and then they get more and more money, more and more money, more and more money, and they get filthy rich elite. And then you have your Section 8 apartment, your rent control apartment, you're working 70 hours a week as a total slave, bowing down to these socialist overlords. I think the system's sick. I think it's totally sick, and I just want to say that. And that's why they have mass immigration, because mass immigration does two things to your country. Mass immigration does two things. It lowers the wages dramatically. It lowers the wages dramatically, and it makes the rents go sky high. It makes the apartment rents go sky high. And what does that do to your country? It makes your country third world. It makes your country third world, and that's what they're doing all over Europe. That's what they're doing all over America, Australia, Canada too. They're trying to turn this entire planet into a massive third world where you have a filthy rich socialist elite at the top, and everybody else is going to be dirt poor. What I support is building schools in Africa, building hospitals in Africa, giving people in Africa lots of birth control, so they have two-child families, so they can have economic development, they can have businesses, and they can succeed. But that's not what the globalist socialists support. No, they want Africa to have 10 children per family, and then they're going to use Africa, flood millions and millions, hundreds of millions of people from Africa into the West to just collapse everything. And then the people in Africa, they stay dirt poor on the socialist plantation, and then the people in the West, we become dirt poor on the socialist plantation. And I think the socialist plantation is sick. I think your socialist system, where the socialist overlords are $100 billion net worth and they're left-wing socialists at the top, and then you make us dirt poor, and you tell us to live in a micro studio, you tell us to live in a 200 square foot prison cell apartment, you tell us to work 70 hours a week because it's hip and cool. I think your system is sick. I think your system is fucking sick.